Tegan and Sara. I will say this. You guys are pretty good interviewers, because on your DVD you did a radio show that I was a guest on one night. And it was a good interview. I mean, it was mostly you two fighting with each other, which was kind of funny.
We talked for the person, like the director of it was a movie, and we built a set in our basement while we were recording the record, and every night, instead of doing like, how did it go in the studio tonight, like those kind of interviews, we had this whole set in our basement, and we would call people and interview them, and George agreed to be interviewed. But really, yeah, it was just like this really long conversation where we all talked a lot, but Sara and I the whole point of the show was supposed to be that we were supposed to be having a very difficult time making this record, and our director had to switch tapes in the middle of the interview, and she was trying to get our attention to get us to stop talking, like to say, like, hold on a second, George, we've somehow managed to burn up 60 minutes of tape, but
it was hilarious.
We just kept talking, so she just was like, whatever, and just like took the tape out and put another one in. The average call for Forest Phone was 11 minutes. We talked for about an hour and 30 or something like that, or around 15 minutes.
I was in my house and I was just listening and laughing. You guys were funny.
Yeah.
Wait, ready to play Sibling Rivalry?
Yeah,
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you questions that you'll have to answer honestly.
Okay.
Who's better at lying?
We don't lie.
I don't believe you.
I'd say I am. I think I'd probably be a better liar.
Yeah?
I don't lie.
Do you ever lie at her?
All the time.
Who has the last word in an argument?
Sara.
Did the audio pick her up going, I love that. Who wins more arguments between the two of you?
It never feels like winning. No. No. Nobody wins. Nobody wins.
Which one of you is better with money?
I am.
That's
Sara's
really a
nickname
question.
for me is the calculator. Just let it go.
If better means keeping it all and protecting it.
That is what that means.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Because I always thought it was like, you know, like investing and spending it. Yeah.
Investing, right.
So you enjoy your money more, you hang on to your money more.
Sure.
All right, which one of you gets drunk faster?
No, that's me.
Tegan acts more drunk. It doesn't matter how much alcohol has been consumed. She always.
I'm my mother's daughter. Half a glass of champagne, and I talk so loud.
So this is sort of, I guess, we've sort of talked about this, but we didn't determine a winner. Who wins in a boxing match?
Me, if it's Wii boxing.
Yeah. She wins at Wii boxing. If the two of us went at it right now, I'd kill her, and she knows it.
Which one's a better guitar player?
I think Sara's more patient, and I think she's more meticulous than I am. So I think the stuff that Sara comes up with is probably more difficult when it comes to actually what she's doing, because she has patience, and I'm much more of a, I use the guitar to facilitate a song getting written. So I'd say Sara. See, that's a compliment.
Thank you.
It is, yeah. Mark it down.
I'm so suspicious.
Which is... Who's more romantic?
I think I am.
I think...
Again, I think it's who you ask, because I think it depends, like, what...
I think Sara comes off maybe, like, more sweet in relationships. Like, and I think that I come off, like, maybe just, like, more... No, this is going to be another compliment. I think Sara comes off more sweet in relationships, where I think I come off, like, maybe a little psychotic.
A little psychotic.
Yeah. Like, I'll make really extreme decisions really quickly, so... But I think we're both pretty romantic. Right. That's why we do what we do.
All right. Who's more stubborn?
So stubborn.
I don't know.
So stubborn.
Do you think she's stubborn?
You know, I mean, I think that we both we have really strong opinions about things, and we don't back down. I think that's why we make great leaders. I think that's why we make great band leaders. And I think, you know, being stubborn and staying true to yourself is what helps you get through in this industry.
Turn stubborn into staying true to yourself.
Being right is important when you're in our industry, you know. And I think in our relationship, you know, it's important to hold your ground. I think that it's a bit of a chicken fight most of the time between Tegan and I. That's a thing, right? Chicken?
I don't know.
It's where you drive at each other.
I lost you when I was just thinking about how stubborn you are.
Right.
The new record is called Sainthood. It's one of the best records of the year. Tegan and Sara, everyone.
Thank you.